When we started Michigan Liberation, one of our first projects was getting out on the doors, right? And this was before, money was coming in. We was hiring folks right out of the county jail, right off of the streets. And we wanted to meet people where they were at. And while we was knocking on the doors, we wanted to ask a very important question around our criminal justice system. Have you been impacted? Do you know anybody that's been incarcerated? How do you feel about your police? What do you know about your prosecutor? Can you name a few judges that's on the bench right now? These are just the little questions that we were asking. And what we got back was like great results. People were really excited to have somebody right there on their doorstep talking about the criminal justice system. A lot of our constituents didn't know that prosecutors were elected. They didn't know the power that prosecutors had. They didn't understand the power of our judges, or, even what the judges had power to do. And so for us, we wanted to make sure not only to get a campaign where we could get somebody elected, but we wanted to educate the community and the neighborhoods on what the prosecutors can do. And so we went to work. We launched off what we call a Black Mother's Day bailout. We raised our own money, went in the county jail, started to bail out Black moms for Mother's Day, learned so much about the court system and the prosecutors. And it was that started to get folks really involved of how prosecutors can change the way that the system is operating. We organized different groups of folks, from exonerees down to juvenile lifers. And these people that were all impacted by prosecutorial misconduct started to build out what are the demands that we want to see. What are the demands that we want to see from our prosecutor's office and from our criminal legal system? And one of the top demands was changing the culture of the prosecutor's office.
After we launched our 2018 canvassing project, where, we were asking folks what was their first exposure to the criminal legal system, to prosecutors, to courts, to police. We came together in early 2019 and we crafted a vision for a liberated Michigan. It was a platform directly from the community of what they want to actually see safety and accountability look like. We were able to link up with Victoria Burton Harris, who was a movement attorney who was just around, and the community approached her and said, look, we've been watching you for a while. We think that you might be a worthy opponent to Kim Worthy. What do you think? Are you okay with abolitionist principles? Are you okay with prosecuting in a way that does not encourage incarceration? And she said yes. And so we took it to the streets. We talked to as many people as we could. We had everybody organizing. We leveraged the momentum from the uprisings of last summer. And what that ultimately manifested into was us securing roughly 40% of the vote. And while some people may consider that a loss, the organizer in me is like, wow, we have 200,000 people who say that they want a prosecutor who is progressive, one who wants to work in a way that is not going to uphold further incarceration.